Obviously, in this season, Peacemaker has discovered an entirely different universe thanks to his quantum unfolding chamber that seemingly is like the perfect world in reality where he never lost his brother, his dad isn't a racist, and he's seen as a hero. I mean, he's out here on his motorcycle like Spider-Man in Spider-Man 3 saying,
"They love me. You really love me."
but everything is not what it seems with this universe. Shout out to Wizards of Waverly Place. But something that you'll notice that a lot of people have started pointing out now is there's a lack of representation in this new universe. DEI, what's that? Now, this could just be me and a whole bunch of other people stretching like Michael Jordan in Space Jam, but there's nary a person of color in sight in the background. I got my spider senses tingling, if you know what I'm talking about. But then I really leaned in and locked in once he went to Argus in this universe. Because again, once you start looking around, Caucasian, 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 Caucasian. And some of y'all might be thinking, Sammy, that's just a coincidence. But when you compare and contrast this version of Argus with our universe's version of our universe's version of Argus, it already is dramatically different in the diversity department. And then there was that conversation that Chris had with his brother Keith in this universe. Now, this might sound ridiculous, but when Peacemaker mentions the Kardashians, Keith says, "Who's that?" Now, there's a couple of different reasons why the Kardashians wouldn't exist in this universe. The funniest reasons are because there's probably no OJ and there's no Ray J. What's up with all these J's? Sammy J? Or, the more obvious fact, they're Armenian, including the fact that all of the extras and civilians in this scene are all Caucasian. Strike two. Then there's also the fact that his father, who's notoriously a member of the fucking Klan, in this universe can't fucking stop smiling. Happy as shit all the damn time. And shout out to my guy Emmett, who actually was the one who put this theory out there, but he's the first person I saw that noticed the pronunciation of Bloodhaven. In this universe, Peacemaker's dad and his brother both pronounce Bloodhaven as Bloodhaven. It might seem like a small detail, but that's strike motherfucking three. That's a very German pronunciation of Bloodhaven, which is almost a guarantee that this perfect universe is actually Earth X, or an adaptation and an amalgamation of Earth X along with a couple of other universes. I'll get to that in a second. But this is a universe where instead of Kal-El crashing in Kansas, he lands in Yahtzee-occupied Czechoslovakia in 1938. And thanks to that, they were able to win the war and basically win the world. And that explains why Peacemaker's dad is so fucking happy in that other universe, because you can't be racists if there are no other races. In this universe, DEI probably stands for dead-end immigrants, but strike motherfucking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is in this quick shot of the most recent episode of this ashtray. If we hit that zoom and enhance, that's a very interesting looking ashtray you got there with a symbol, a very specific symbol in it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We fucking got him. But I think we ain't done yet, because while I think this is a version or an adaptation of Earth X, I think there's more to it than meets the eye. Which leads me to who I think one of the real main villains of this season could be, as well as one of the biggest cameos that we can expect to see this season. That's a version of Superman who is over, man, because game over, man. It's game over. Ah, yes, another take on the evil Superman trope. It's not like I haven't seen that one before 1,000 fucking times. Yeah, essentially, if you've seen Red Sun or Red Sun, it's essentially just like this. But then I started thinking back to the trailers for Peacemaker Season 2 with these very ominous shots of an apocalyptic universe, which had very similar lighting to a certain extended universe that no longer exists. While I do